Ablazify presents the power of clear expectations and measurable goals. Have you ever been on a team where nobody was quite sure what success actually looked like? One person thought, done, meant just finishing the task. Another thought it meant triple-checking the details. And leadership? They assumed everyone already knew. What happens then? Confusion, frustration, missed deadlines, low morale. Now flip the picture. Imagine a team where everyone knows exactly what's expected, and progress is measured in a way that feels fair and motivating. That's the difference clear expectations and measurable goals make. And today, I'll show you how to harness that power. Welcome to Ablazify, the channel where leaders and learners grow the skills that matter most. If you've ever felt like your team is working hard but not hitting the mark, you're about to discover a game-changing shift. Let's explore 6 powerful practices that help leaders and individuals unlock the real power of clarity and measurable goals. 1. Define success before you start. Most teams jump into action before asking the simplest question. What does success look like? Without that definition, effort gets scattered and time gets wasted. When you start by setting a clear end point, you give direction to every move. For instance, instead of saying, improve sales, specify, increase sales by 10% in Q2 through digital outreach. Clear success criteria turn vague intentions into measurable action. 2. Use SMART goals, but make them human. SMART goals, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound, are timeless for a reason. But the best leaders add one more dimension, meaning. A goal should connect to purpose, not just metrics. Launch 3 new campaigns means little unless people understand why. When goals resonate emotionally, performance becomes driven not by pressure, but by shared belief. Measurable numbers motivate the mind, meaningful purpose fuels the heart. 3. Align expectations at every level. Clarity isn't only a top-down activity, it's a shared responsibility across all teams. When departments understand how their work connects, alignment replaces chaos. For example, marketing shouldn't just deliver leads, they should know how engineering and sales depend on them. Cross-functional clarity avoids duplication, reduces conflict, and builds unity around a common goal. Alignment ensures that everyone's efforts contribute to the same success story. 4. Check in regularly, not just at the finish line. A goal loses value when it's only reviewed at the end. Regular check-ins keep progress visible and adaptable. These aren't about micromanagement, they're about course correction and encouragement. Imagine using a GPS, you don't wait until you're lost to adjust. Frequent updates allow teams to pivot early, celebrate small wins, and maintain focus. Clarity thrives when communication is continuous, not occasional.
I once worked in a company where expectations were vague. Our boss would say, do your best, or get it done soon. We thought we were performing well, until the reviews came, and leadership was disappointed. The frustration was real. Later, I joined a startup where the manager was crystal clear. She'd say, this project means increasing customer retention by 5% in the next 60 days. Here's how we'll measure it. Suddenly, the fog lifted. Everyone knew their role, and the energy was contagious. I learned that clarity isn't micromanagement, it's empowerment.
5. Make accountability visible, not punitive. When accountability feels like blame, people hide mistakes. But when it feels like teamwork, they step up. The secret? Make accountability visible, not punitive. Use open dashboards, shared progress boards, or quick weekly huddles to show where things stand. Transparency builds trust, not fear. It reminds the team that everyone's contribution matters. And that accountability is about collective success, not control. 6. Celebrate outcomes and effort. Recognition isn't just a morale booster, it's a clarity multiplier. When teams celebrate both results and effort, people stay motivated and inspired. Not every milestone ends in a perfect outcome, but every honest attempt teaches something valuable. A simple, "You did great progress this week," can energize an entire team. Celebration reinforces what success looks like, and encourages everyone to reach it again.
When I first became a manager, I struggled with setting goals. I either made them too broad, like grow the business, or too detailed, which felt overwhelming. My team got frustrated. Then I adopted a system of clear quarterly objectives, broken into weekly actions. For example, instead of saying, improve client relationships, we set, schedule 20 client check-ins this quarter. At first, people resisted. They thought it was too rigid. But by the end of the quarter, they were motivated by seeing tangible progress. We not only hit our numbers, but team morale skyrocketed. That's when I realized clear expectations don't limit creativity. They free people to focus on what really matters.
Now, imagine leading, or being part of a team where nobody's guessing. Everyone knows the destination, the route, and how progress is tracked. There's less stress, fewer misunderstandings, and more momentum. Clear expectations and measurable goals create a culture of trust. People stop wasting energy on confusion and start investing it in execution. So here's your challenge. This week, pick one area of your life, work or personal, and rewrite a vague goal into a clear, measurable one. Watch how your focus sharpens and your confidence grows. If you know someone who feels stuck in a fog of unclear expectations, share this video with them. It could be the clarity they need. And don't forget to subscribe to Ablazify for more tools and insights on leadership, growth mindset, and personal success, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's next. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.